per usual, we're gonna start off with the brows and eyes, but we gotta do a little lip prep. I'm using the Kylie Skin Toasted Marshmallow Lip Butter. Such a yummy scent for fall, but these are really nourishing. I like these two even with my lip combos because they give that nice high shine look. I love the applicator, it just gives a very sheer tint. Also love the Ole Henriksen Hydrating Lip Treatments. This one is in Cocoa Cream, Creme Brulee Glimmer. If you're into the fall toasty kind of scents, you're gonna love these. These have been in rotation non-stop because they just give total fall vibes, but they are nice and moisturizing to the lips. Starting off with the brows, I'm gonna go in with my Revi Beauty Brow Pencil. This one's in the shade Ebony. This has been my go-to for the last couple of months because it has this really tiny micro fine tip. It is so tiny, but I love it because you can be extra detailed and precise. So I always like to kind of wipe my brows a little bit just with my finger to remove any extra product. And I like to go right underneath. I always follow my natural brow shape. I just go and do one line underneath, extend the brow tail a little, then I go up top. Spoolie through. This brow pencil has an amazing spoolie. Spoolie is super soft. It just distributes the product evenly across the brow hairs. And then I fill in whatever is left over right here. Just do tiny little strokes. And I'm still carving out my brows like it's 2016 with the NYX Pro Fix Correcting Concealer. And I just apply the product directly onto my brush and just go right under the brows. The only difference for me now is back then I used to also carve out the top, which I do like that look, but now I just do the bottom and I think it's perfect. And then we blend. And I really like the brows just like this. I'm gonna have to go back to this brow as well because I do like it, but I'm gonna use my Rare Beauty brow gel now, focusing most of the product in the inner part. Then as I have the brows and you see how they're fluffed up like this, I brush them to the other direction. So in this case, my right side, I just keep brushing them sideways so that they don't look like they're electrocuted. So that is the brow routine as of lately. Now time for eyeshadow. Rare Beauty eyeshadow base, per usual. Revolution Beauty Master Icon palette. I've been really liking this. It just has some nice warm tones, cool tones. They're all matte. They are honestly stunning. So let's go into both of these shades right here. This is the easiest eye makeup look. And this is why I love this kind of makeup look, because it's not only really easy, but it's going to look good on everybody and it's gonna go with anything. And I pretty much just keep building up the color. This is not the same exact formula as Patrick Ta, but I will say for that price point, these are nice eyeshadows. You do have to build them up a little bit more, but I've been really liking this palette, especially for just your go-to basic neutral shades. If you don't feel like spending a lot, you can get a beautiful look with this. Then I'm gonna work into this little deepest brown, a touch of this dark brown, tapping motions, and then swiping motions. Tap, swipe. That's how I do the darker colors, and I just kind of keep building them up, focusing most of that just on the outer corner. That's where I like that smokiness to be, and then I like the inner part to be a little bit lighter. And then we're gonna lighten this up a little bit with that cream color right in the inner part of the lid. I'm gonna do a touch of this warm shade again in the palette. I'm gonna run that right in the crease, diffusing out those edges. Then I'm gonna add a little bit more brown. That's what this look is, just adding, blending, diffusing, and adding more eyeshadow. Now we're gonna do the wing, which is literally just eyeshadow. If you struggle with doing this kind of cat eye look, try it with eyeshadow. So I like to do a little combo of the black eyeshadow, which is just the powder, and then the cream as well, just to get it extra dark. An angled brush is a must. I love this one from Real Techniques. It's the angled brow brush, and I just go in right on the outer part and just kind of maneuver the brush. I'm making it a little bit thicker today. The cream black pretty much feels like a gel eyeliner. It's super dark and creamy. And then to perfect the wing, I take a wipe right underneath and I just drag that to make it extra crispy and sharp. Gotta curl the lashes. Let me heat this up really quick. The difference that it makes is actually insane. It's instant. And I am just gonna do mascara today with the Hailey's Beauty Reveal Lash Lengthening. I love the way this makes my lashes look, and I usually just do 2 coats of this and call it a day. I do like a good half lash or an outer corner lash. Looks really pretty with this kind of glam. A little bit of tight lining with a black eyeliner. This is the Rimmel Exaggerate Waterproof Eye Pencil. Persona 24-Hour Waterproof Liner in chocolate. You cannot go wrong with a nice warm chocolate brown on the waterline. Now let's prep the skin with the Blur Unlock Primer from Hard Candy. I did a little bit of Road Glazing Milk on my skin earlier, so that is the glow that you guys see. I love that stuff before makeup. It's the best, but I really like these Hard Candy primers. They have a lot of good ones, and this one is nice and smooth, but it's silicone free, so your makeup won't slide everywhere with this. It actually has a really nice consistency, and I love how it absorbs into the skin. Another amazing product is this Rimmel Multitasker. This is like the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I love the way this looks, even just on my bare skin with concealer and then adding a little bit of powder with this. I love it for like a natural kind of like no makeup day. This gives such a healthy glow to the skin. Doesn't have a lot of coverage, but it is so pretty. It pretty much enhances your natural skin and gives such a nice healthy glow from within. I honestly really like this one even more than Charlotte Tilbury. I feel like the glow is perfect. The undertone is really nice with this product too, by the way. I'm using the shade Light Medium because it doesn't pull too orange on my skin. It is just the prettiest product by itself or under foundation. I have been loving it. I've been really enjoying this Velvet Luminous Long Wear Foundation from Shades by Shan. I'm going to use the color 12C. I have been loving this foundation. It lasts so well throughout the day. It has a nice natural finish. It is so pretty. Also has good coverage, and it looks really good too. Even if you want to do minimal skin prep, it wears beautifully because I just did moisturizer the first time that I tried it, and it lasted so well throughout the day. And that's actually a beautiful combo. I haven't tried the foundation with the Multitasker from Rimmel, but it looks so good. Then I'm going to use the Brightening Serum Concealer from Shades by Shan in 11N. Also been loving this. It kind of reminds me of House Labs a little bit. The finish of it is natural. It has nice coverage, wears really nicely throughout the day, but it's a little bit less thick. N19 brush from BK Beauty has been in rotation. I love how this applies concealer. It is very dense and it's bigger, but I love a good larger concealer brush. But with this one, even though it's bigger, you can still be very detailed and precise. Comment down below if you guys are doing anything fun for the fall season. I really love this time of year. Summer and fall are my 2 favorite seasons. That's when I feel like myself. It's just all the cozy vibes, which I love. I'm back to filming in my beauty room too, which I'm really happy about. I missed filming in here. It was just a mess. It honestly still kind of is. I've been debating getting a new organizer from IKEA. It's called, I believe, the Pack System, but I just don't know if I want to commit to that in this room because it is much smaller. It would be fun organizing everything. I just don't know if that organizing system would work for this room in here. So making it work in my little corner over here. I love it though because you can see the window in the background, and I don't know, something about it. I love the little touch of greenery back there. This is another new product that I've been loving. It's the About Face Beach Freak Bronzer, and this one's in Coney Island. This is so gorgeous, super creamy, and I love the undertone. As you can see, it's like that perfect kind of warm with a touch of coolness in there. I love the way it melts into the skin and gives the prettiest chisel. And this bronzer is just the easiest, most creamiest formula. It's just so easy to apply and blend in. Takes little to no effort, and I love this Versed multitasking brush. Clearly we're using favorites in today's video. The Rhode Pocket Blush in Tan Line. One of you guys told me that you bought this and the Say blushes that I love with this blush. I'm so excited for you because I love when you guys buy my recommendations and love them. Well, hopefully you love it. But this is my favorite product ever from Rhode. I love the way it even looks on the lips with lip combos, and it is just the most stunning formula as well. Similar to that cream bronzer, it is extra creamy, extra dewy, extra blendable. These have a little bit more of a buildable formula, but I feel like especially when you apply it like this directly onto your brush, you get a nice amount of pigment. So here's 4 more blushes from Rhode that I think are perfect for fall soft glam. Up top we have Toasted Teddy, gorgeous bronzer kind of shade. Sleepy Girl is nice and mauve. Freckle, more warm, peachy, and the shade Plum is a true plum. Obsessed. But tan line has been in rotation non-stop. I'm gonna set the under eyes with the Curtain Call Set and Smooth Loose Powder from About Face in the shade Bow. Every time I use this powder and I say the name Bow, I think of my video when I first tried it and I was calling it bow, and I was having you guys comment a bow emoji. It's not a bow, it's bow. Like, take a bow. It's just so funny because you guys are the best and you actually still commented the bow, but it's bow. Like, stage, I can't with myself sometimes. Definitely need an emoji for today's video. Let's see, if you're here right now, we gotta do some fall emojis, okay? The acorns, the leaves. Comment all your favorite fall emojis right now if you're watching. This is the prettiest powder. It is so smoothing, but it's not a completely matte powder like the one from Huda, but it still gives those same very blurring properties to the skin. Revolution Beauty Powder Puff, the best. Still got some shine going on here, so we're gonna set that down with the Lawless Perfecting Smoothing Powder. This one is in light medium. I love this powder because it's similar to the About Face one. It kind of has a nice natural satin finish, so when you set your makeup down, it's not going to be fully matte. It just makes the skin look really healthy, but still sets everything down so it looks nice and smooth. We have to add to the blush cocktail, so I'm doing the Super Suede Radiant Blush Powder from Say. I'm going to go in with the color Chow first, and then Mia. The color Chow matches perfectly with Tan Line from Rhode. Okay, good. I thought I wasn't recording for a second. Look how pretty that is. It's like a mix of a bronzery blush. Completely in love. It is so good. And then we're going to go in with the color Mia. It's a little bit more pink and it does give a glow. So I usually skip out on highlighter when I use this because I kind of just get the best of both worlds. Little color, a little glow, extra smooth. I feel like it doesn't accentuate this area, like it just makes it look so effortlessly glowy. My favorite part about doing this kind of glam is always the inner corner, so I'm going to take some of that cream shade with a little bit of the white. I'm going to pack that on to really brighten everything up in here. This is another step that I cannot skip. If I skip this, I just feel like the makeup is not complete. I'm going to add a touch of the Satin Matte Bronzing Powder from Rem Beauty in Solar Storm. I just want a little bit. I don't honestly feel like I even need to do a lot of this. I just want to emphasize what we already have going on. This is another amazing product. You don't even need to blend this in a lot. You just kind of stamp it in. It gives such a nice bronzy touch. Didn't really need a lot of this. I just kind of wanted to enhance what we already got going on. A little bit of these two shades right on the lower lash line. For the lips, I'm going to go in with the Milani Plumping Lip Liner in Hot Tamale. This is that perfect mid-tone kind of brown with a touch of red in there. If you like NYX Cold Brew, I think you would love this one. Now, this does have a little bit more of a plumping formula, but it's not too much. And I've been really liking this Revi Beauty sharpener. I've been using it with my Persona eyeliner and pretty much all of my lip liners. It's fabulous. Look at that. Nice and sharp, but it doesn't ruin the lip liner. Now we add the Rhode Pocket Blush in the shade Tan Line. I think just because of the tone that this has, it complements brown lip liner beautifully. And I love to match the lips with the cheeks, so this really just does it for me. Honestly, it kind of is like my lip color in a way. I always end up using my finger even though like I have a brush right here. Then here you could add your lip butter from Kylie Skin, which I think is a beautiful option as well. And your lip balms can always double up as your lip gloss, to be honest, because it's even more hydrating. See how juicy that is on the lips? I love this color too. Either one of these lip balms too would be gorgeous from Ole Henriksen. Over top of this, you could really do anything with it. I like the Creme Brulee one because it has a little bit of very subtle gold sparkles, so I think it complements that really nicely too. Another gloss I love to top over this combo is the Rare Beauty gloss in the shade Glimmer. This smells like peaches and it is the most beautiful rosy pink. So another one that I do think complements the tan line blush, because it's like within the same family on the lips, so it looks really good. So those have been in rotation, but this is pretty much the lip combo that I've been doing nonstop. And then we set everything down with the Danessa Myricks Liquid Blurring Balm. Now once that setting spray is fully dried down, I go back in with my powder puff to really press everything in one more time. I'm telling you, I know it's extra. There's no extra powder on here, by the way. I just like to go in and press everything down, specifically where I get the most oil, which is usually my T-zone. I know it's extra, but all these little things and the extra powder and the layering is really what makes the makeup last all day long. So anytime you guys see this kind of smoky look on me, this is the Glam. Sometimes I switch up a couple different products, but for the most part, this is pretty much my signature. I feel like me whenever I do makeup like this, and all the products today are so good. So I will have everything linked for you in the description box below. Make sure you guys do some cozy fall glam. It is time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for new videos every week, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Bye.